We're going to be reacting to this video by Goat. I love his videos, man, and he recently uploaded this one called I Give Up. This season is ridiculous. Laughing emoji. So it's 28 minutes, so let's check it out.
The NBA season just started, and this one is going on Mount Rushmore.
Morant off the bounce, 360 spin and
Ooh,
finish. Oh,
360.
He did not do that.
Oh no,
360. Have you
360.
ever in your life seen anything like that?
Nah,
The
bro,
Warriors
that's
are
crazy.
back to being good again. The Bucks need divine intervention from the Almighty, and the Pistons are done being the league's punching bags. What is actually happening?
I hope these New York fans find their way to the exit real quick. Take y'all ass home.
If the NBA was scripted, this season
Take your ass home,
deserves
that's
an
funny.
Emmy.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
True.
November 2nd, 2024. Memes on Vinsanity Night.
Slammed,
The heck?
jammed, and honored. The NBA gave us everything and more on Saturday. It's becoming clear over in San Antonio that Wemby is evolving into a problem.
Wemby. I love Wemby, bro. I love Wemby.
Perry, I will train morning, noon, and night.
my dream of becoming an adventurer and being
Can I skip?
Just ask Naz Reid, who he turned into a pylon.
Ooh.
falls in the category of
Bro, it's just that,
But the main event
bro, Wemby is just so long, pause, that like he can really do anything he wants to. But the thing is, he's also really like skinny. I hope he like works out enough to where he becomes like the Giannis build, where he's super muscular. He's like lengthy and like skinny but super muscular. Bro, imagine that build on Wemby, bro. He'd be even more unstoppable than he is now.
was the French on French crime.
Ooh, the denial.
The Spurs are cooking up something dangerous. They're young, they're hungry, and they're connecting in ways that look scary good. Jeremy Sohan got breakout season written all over him.
Nice block.
This game got a little chippy near the end.
McDaniels and Sohan wrapped up.
Ooh, look at that scrap.
He got knocked down.
But the Spurs kept it chill, climbing up to 7th in the West after this big win.
That's
Over
crazy.
in Milwaukee, the dream the Bucks had when they went all in for Dame came true.
Giannis splitting the D.
Play off each other.
Back pass. Dame.
Play off each other.
Bro, Damian Lillard is one of my favorite players of all time. I know it's a little weird, but honestly, I take Damian Lillard over Curry, which that's a very hot take, maybe, or a bad take, but it's me personally, I would rather take Damian Lillard. I just love his game, and I take him over Curry.
Giannis and Dame both went off, combining for 75 points.
Giannis on the move. He'll bulldoze his way in. Count the bucket. Body bucket and one. The Greek freak. One-on-one against Okoro. Dame steps in.
Bro,
back.
that step back, it's beautiful.
Dame time. With the final say, perhaps at buzzer.
But just when Milwaukee thought they had written the end of the story, this happened.
Mitchell now works on track. Lost it momentarily. Recaptures 3 seconds left. Mitchell for the win. Yes!
Nah, that's crazy.
Down.
But it wasn't even all about the shot.
Mobley knocked it away from Giannis. Okoro hit the floor and he takes a timeout. Oh, what a hustle play.
That's 5 straight losses for the Bucks since their opener. At 1-5, this is their worst 6-game start in franchise
That's
history.
crazy.
The Celtics and Hornets played each other back-to-back on Friday and Saturday. Obviously, you remember what happened the previous game. And in this one, Grant's antics continued.
Point line. Oh, Grant. Gotta be careful, Grant. You're a marked man right now.
It was a rough shooting night for JT, who went 1 of 9 from downtown.
Oof.
Tatum missed everything.
On the other end, the LaMelo show was in
Couldn't
session.
be me.
LaMelo, an off-balance three. Second three-pointer for LaMelo.
But even with Tatum struggling with his shot and Jaylen Brown out with a hip flexor strain, Boston was unfazed. The depth on this team is phenomenal.
Got it.
True.
Hauser, one more.
Yeah, the
Richard.
build that Boston has is actually pretty crazy.
Ball movement for the Celtics.
There was really nothing the Hornets could do against the defending champs. While Jokic was out here throwing darts,
Porter open down the corner. There it is. Porter for three. Got it! Jokic, the smartest man in the NBA.
we had a splash buddy alert in Houston.
Bro, Buddy Hield has been going crazy. I've been surprised at how
which
good
was
he is.
punctuated by Kyle Anderson living up to his nickname.
Here's Anderson, slow-mo, playing in slow-mo, bank shot good.
Talk about deceleration from slow to slower, and it worked.
However,
Lamau,
when we flew
that's
over
funny.
the border to Toronto, we got a tribute worth every penny. It was a true homage,
Dang.
especially compared to the infamous D-Wade statue. A beautiful end to the Vince Raptors saga. Of course, as beautiful as these tributes are, they always give us
Dang.
the best memes.
I'll have to look at another crime meme for the next.
And Vince delivered
One of the greatest Raptors of all time.
Somehow, DeRozan, who was minding his own business, ended up catching strays for no reason.
Yes, if you ever put a DeRozan banner up,
Drake talking smack is crazy.
He's going to have a long way to climb to take it down, so tell him good luck.
On the court, the undermanned Hospital Raptors played their hearts out, and Grady Dick continued his brilliant start to the season, earning early consideration for Most Improved Player of the Year.
Grady to Ochai. Ochai had Fox up there with him.
Despite being severely undermanned, the Raptors snapped their four-game skid and managed to squeak out a win over the Kings by just 3 points.
They
November
won?
3rd, 2024, the full New York experience.
Sunday night in the association
That's
was all
creepy.
about teamwork and proving your exes wrong. Over in Dallas, Luka Doncic added to his legend, securing more career 30-point games than 99.1% of all players in NBA history.
That's crazy.
And it's Lucas steps out of the defense to beat the buzzer.
That's crazy.
Green cone scoop to the hoop.
Unreal. Wonderboy dropped 25 points in the first half alone, and it was classic Luka.
Wow.
Smooth, effortless, unstoppable.
Now they're 1 for 13 from deep. Okay, logo Luka. I mean, just
That's
outside
crazy.
the logo.
But Jalen Suggs wasn't backing down.
Here is Suggs pivoting and spinning and ultimately
Ooh.
scoring.
That was
The
nice.
Magic had their moments, but then things took a tough turn as Wendell Carter Jr. went down with another injury.
Wendell got hurt on that play. So Wendell was battling. He got to be re-injured it somehow, but
Jalen Suggs had to step in
hope he's okay.
and console him, showing the close-knit bond of this young team. On top of it all, Gafford really did try to end Cole Anthony.
And he's looks like he was going to have 20 points, but
As Dallas,
Close,
on cruise
close.
control, steamrolled the Magic
wow.
by 23 points. Meanwhile, Dyson Daniels and Larry Nance Jr. had the Pelicans regretting making that DeJounte Murray trade.
This is
Larry Junior, welcome back to New Orleans. Daniels, he drills a three right in front of the Pelicans.
Dang, he just sprayed him out.
In Brooklyn, the Pistons got the full New York experience as they were forced to ride the subway due to the marathon. And when they hit the court, it was clear they'd come to play. 6 players hit double figures, and they moved the ball like clockwork. Jaden Ivey even threw in some magic of his own.
extra pass. Ivy into the lane. Jaden Ivy.
That
Of course,
scoop
Cam
was
Thomas
clean.
had to defend his reputation as the NBA's fourth quarter scoring leader.
going to have Thomas drops it in. Mr. Fourth Quarter.
But even he couldn't stop the bleeding. It's hard when your team just isn't serious.
Look at this. Shooter's body surfing a little bit as he comes up over.
He's just on his body. That's
The
so
Pistons
funny.
snagged a 14-point dub. But what they couldn't have guessed was the huge
Oh, wow.
win that was awaiting them in a few days.
November 4th, 2024, Dynamo Smile.
With the NBA taking a break on Tuesday to honor Election Day, every team suited up for a jam-packed Monday night. The night kicked off with a Cavalanche. I think we're finally seeing Evan Mobley tap into that superstar potential we've all been waiting for.
What are they going to do? Mobley with the rejection. The Bucks bench wants goaltending. We play on. Mobley through Trent to the basket.
Yeah, he's
And
been
his
going a
twin
bit
tower
crazy.
brother in crime was putting the rim through some serious trauma.
Allen, he'll run the floor. Oh, look out!
Even without Giannis, the Bucks seemed poised to break their brutal season-opening losing streak, with AJ Green lighting it up from deep with an insane 7 out of 8 shooting from 3.
That's pretty good.
How about AJ? Brings it home.
How about that?
After 2 days in between games. Oh, AJ, count it.
And Dame time doing Dame things.
Move. Steps it back. A 3 on the way. He's got the last 5.
Bro, I love Damian Lillard, bro.
With the Cavs.
Unfortunately, one costly turnover flipped the script.
Cavaliers didn't get that ball just like this. Get it out of his hand. He stepped over the line. He sure did. It's an over and back violation.
And Darius Garland capitalized.
That's true.
Angles off an Allen screen. Steps back for 3. Hey! Nailed it.
Lillard would get another chance, but the Cavs' defense prevailed.
Take the 2 here. No, he won't. As Allen with the rejection.
Damn.
A block as Jared Allen has sealed the deal.
The Cavs improved their record to a perfect 8-0, while the
8-0?
Bucks' struggles continued, dropping to a rough 1-6 start. In Clipperland, things kicked off with an unusual sight.
Another deflection. Sohan not much of a shooter. A third deflection on the play, all I believe by James Harden.
I know, I'm just as surprised as you are. But Harden's hustle couldn't cool down the Spurs, who went off for 40 points in the first quarter. The Wembanyama evolution continued, turning defense into offense.
Dishing. Derrick Jones Jr. No chance against Wemby. That's his 7th block.
Bro, I love that Chris Paul. Hold on. I love that Chris Paul is on the Spurs because he's helping Wemby out a lot. Like, last season, his teammates were barely lobbing up the ball for him. Bro, dude is 8 foot tall. He can literally catch any lob and slam it down. And nobody was lobbing it up to him. But Chris Paul, he's like a really... He played with Blake Griffin, who was a, primary dunker back in the days when he used to be on the Clippers. So Chris Paul has experience in lobbing. So this is honestly really good that they picked up Chris Paul. That way he can help Wemby out.
Wemby, spectacular in La La Land.
But Wemby didn't have it all his way.
Oh, Wemby got it. Oh!
After losing 4 games in their new arena without a single win, Norman Powell had finally seen enough.
The Clippers can take the lead for the first time since the opening moments. It's Powell for 3. Yes, sir! 93-91!
The Clippers dug deep, clawing back from a 26-point deficit to pull off a comeback win by 9 points.
Harden for 3.
Oh, it goes! 105!
Oh, wow.
95!
Meanwhile, over in Washington, Jordan Poole had a little something to say to his old teammate Draymond.
JP, deep. Oh, net. You know where he shot it from.
But karma didn't wait.
Final 4 seconds. Draymond to Steph to end the half, and he got it.
Crazy.
Is it just me, or does Trace Jackson Davis seem to carry a grudge against French big men in particular? First, it was Wemby last season.
One more stop. Trace Jackson Davis. Oh! He put the entire country of France in the basket.
And now, Alex Sarr.
Shy about getting up and down. Trace Jackson Davis over the shot blocker, Alex Sarr.
The Warriors bench is putting up ridiculous numbers, averaging over 60 points per game. They're on track to be one of the highest scoring benches in NBA history.
Oh, wow. Kyle Anderson.
And through all the antics, Stephen Poole closed out with nothing but respect, while Ja was making a case for having the deepest bag in the league this season.
Morant.
Bro, those spins are clean. Damn.
He did not do that. Oh, no. 360. Morant spins and hits again. Holy cow.
Have you ever in your life seen anything like that?
Amen Thompson was sending Bridges to the 5th dimension.
Amen. The ball fake and
Ooh, the fake. That's crazy.
And Heat culture almost went into the octagon.
Oh, Butler got the score plus the foul. Jimmy Butler, a chance at a 3-point play.
Jimmy posting up.
Before losing at the buzzer to the Kings.
No way they lost.
Comes off. Sabonis for the win.
It's in with
No.
Meanwhile, it's clear that the Pistons are done being the league's punching bag.
Sun turns baseline, gets to the basket. Blocked by Isaiah Stewart. What a block.
Stu definitely hasn't forgotten his run-in with LeBron.
Please, let me join your guild. I want to be a part of a team.
Uh-oh. Stewart and LeBron. Stewart is hot.
After leading the league in losses for 2 years straight, it is so nice to see the Pistons doing better.
Topside bounce to Jaden Ivey. Here's the lob. Gonna go! Jaden Ivey with a huge hoop.
The Lakers' engine, Anthony Davis, went off for 37 points. But Cade Cunningham's triple-double propelled the Pistons to a win no one had them bagging.
One of the greatest players ever, LeBron James. Here's Cade. Stop and go to the basket. Lays
Nah.
it up, lays it in. Cade Cunningham.
Bro, it's so unfortunate that
The best part of this win, seeing
Bro, it's so unfortunate that the Lakers lost that game, bro. That's so embarrassing. Bro, to lose against the Pistons, bro. LeBron James. The LeBron James losing to the Pistons? Bro. I'm embarrassed.
Commissioner Dynamo smiling again.
How beautiful, how decadent of a feeling this is.
In Phoenix, it was a bright start for the Sixers. George finally made his regular season debut after missing the first 5 games with a knee bruise.
Catch and shoot from the corner, and there it is. Paul George with his first points as a Philadelphia 76er.
And Maxey was out there letting KD know that the future is now.
Tyrese going toe-to-toe with Kevin Durant. The hoop and the harm for the 24-year-old Tyrese Maxey.
Unfortunately for Philly, Slim Reaper awakened from his slumber after this.
Durant.
Damn.
Oh, Phoenix run.
That fadeaway.
Durant's got 33.
KD's longevity is something we don't talk about enough. He just keeps coming back better. And when it mattered most, he took control, sealing the game in vintage style.
Booker's been the man in the clutch for the Suns over the last several years. But it's Durant! KD with 15 in the fourth quarter.
A 6-1 start for the Suns,
Wow.
tied for second in the West with the Warriors.
November 6, 2024. Jason Tatum versus Steve Kerr.
If you love rivalries, rising stars, and trash talk, Wednesday night's NBA action had your name written all over it. Starting in Memphis, the Lakers-Grizzlies beef just keeps getting juicier. Ja Morant came in hot.
Morant against Gabe Vincent. Spins, turns, hooks, gets in his foul.
But LeBron figured payback deserved the same treatment.
LeBron alone on an island. LeBron turns it and scores. Where they're letting him go.
The
LeBron.
tension got so thick, Ja couldn't resist
funny.
bumping into LeBron.
Morant, he's got it. Back and forth we go in the final minute of the first half.
Comes into the back of LeBron. LeBron turns around and says, what was that?
But things went south quick.
3-on-2. Jake lobs and Morant. Oh, takes a hard fall. And there was no foul called. The crowd can't believe it.
With AD missing in action,
Dang.
it was open season
I hope
in
he's
the
okay.
paint for Memphis, who cruised to 60 points inside. The Lakers couldn't keep up with Scottie Pippen Jr., giving us a taste of the family name.
James spins. Pippen takes it away.
And Bane couldn't resist throwing some shade.
He snatched that ball from that old man over there.
Nah, that's crazy.
LA had no real answer, and Memphis rolled to a 16-point W with Ja letting it all out
Another
post-game.
loss, bro.
I don't like them. They knocked me out the playoffs. And then last year we had a game and they came in here and popped it on our home floor when I was in street clothes. I wasn't a night.
Meanwhile, in Boston, we had a showdown that felt like a playoff
Whatever.
preview. Right out the gate, TD Garden let Steve Kerr hear it.
Here's Steve Kerr. Well, he got booed so hard that the lights went out.
Still salty over how he managed Tatum
Wow.
at the Paris Olympics. But when the game got rolling, Steph Curry was in his zone.
Came on, good wipeout screen. And then Keita on Steph, and he hit it anyway.
On the other end of the court, the Dubs were locking down on D, flipping Boston turnovers into fast break points.
Made 2 great defensive plays in a row. The hesitation, the pass, Moody wide open for 3. That's good.
Nice.
That is Golden State at its best. Relentless defense, flawless transitions, even with Nehemias Keita hustling like his life depended on it.
Curry to the rim, blocked by Keita.
Curry and his splash buddy were having way too much fun running the show at the Garden.
Curry gets in the lane, kicks it out. Hield a three-pointer.
Bro, I've been very surprised at how Hield has been playing.
Timeout Celtics. The Warriors go up 7.
The Warriors walked away with a 6-point
Like,
win.
bro, they lost Klay Thompson, but gaining Buddy Hield, I think, is kind of like covering that wound of missing Klay Thompson, to be honest. They just need to build more of a, you know, of a connection, and I think Buddy Hield can replace Klay Thompson. Not this season, obviously, probably within the next couple seasons if Buddy Hield stays with Golden State, but bro, Buddy Hield is
Making their 5th straight
He's a
victory.
splash
And I've got to say,
cousin or
this
something.
squad looks dialed in. At the same time, talk of the Nuggets' demise was put to rest. It was a tough start to the season, but now these guys are rolling. They have found a new groove, living by that Westbrook energy.
He's got the triple-double. Westbrook has been spectacular tonight. Westbrook and Jokic, the 2 main ball carriers.
It was intense out there. Even SGA had Peyton Watson low-key starstruck for a second.
That's crazy. How the heck you jump, slip, and commit a foul,
But
bro?
Watson
How?
flipped the script fast, going from 0 to hero real quick.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the run. The shot was blocked by Peyton Watson, and the Nuggets have won it. From GOAT to hero.
Of course, Jokic was his usual self, racking up a near 20 across-the-board triple-double. With that
That's
effortless, casual style only he can pull off.
Now Jokic barges into the lane. Fouled again. Yes.
The Nuggets squeaked by with a nail-biting 2-point W, handing the Thunder their first loss of the season. But the story was different in
Wait, you saw
handing
that?
Yes.
The Nuggets squeaked by
Ew.
with a nail-biting 2-point W, handing the Thunder their first loss of the season. But the story was different in New Orleans. It feels like the injury curse on Zion Williamson just won't quit.
I think Zion's hurting.
Yeah, he's headed off.
Yeah.
He's probably headed straight back.
His body won't let him stay in the action. The Pels were giving it all they had despite being so shorthanded.
Javante takes it away. Can he save it? Yes, he can. Yourself. Yes, he will.
Create your own chaos.
But problem is, effort alone doesn't cut it against the hottest team. Cleveland was cruising with Darius
True.
Garland, looking like he has been studying CP3's greatest hits.
Garland high step to the foul line. Gives to Mobley. And Mobley.
Bro, I'm pretty
They
surprised
took
how
this
good the
one by
Cavs
8
are doing.
points, marking their best start ever at 9-0. Officially, the last undefeated squad standing. Cleveland fans, enjoy this ride. While all that was going down, Wemby was putting on a defensive clinic.
Just rejected Green as he went for a poster.
Luka Magic was somehow disrespectful in pure art at the same time, and James Harden
Limo.
was busy throwing his trademark alley-oop to Kai Jones.
Sky Jones with another flush.
Over in the 404, we might have just witnessed the official birth of a future star. Number 1 pick Zachary Risache came in with that 3-and-D tag, but when the guy is hitting his shots, his potential is exciting.
Feeling it tonight, folks. He is feeling it tonight.
Trey was enjoying every moment of this, going full heel mode.
I hope these New York fans find their way to the exit real quick. Take y'all ass home.
And he meant that.
That's funny.
The Knicks packed it up and took a 5-point L back to New York. However, in Charlotte, we had a classic dose of Hornets basketball.
I love the announcers for the Hornets, bro. They're so hyped. I wonder why, bro. I wonder why more announcers aren't like that. Like, they make the game more exciting, especially for people who watch it at home. Like, being hyped all the time and you know, excited, and you know that it brings kind of like more entertainment in a way. More announcers should be that way.
After a pretty quiet game, LaMelo Ball decided the fourth quarter was his time to shine. But when the clock ticked down, it was Brandon Miller who delivered the magic.
November 7th, 2024. Fear the Deer enters the chat.
On Thursday
So
night,
creepy.
Giannis returned with a bang. Wemby showed off his range, and Ant-Man was unstoppable. We began in San Antonio, where Wemby continued his evolution. Seriously, how do you stop that?
Wemby, pull up three.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, Wemby, he can do anything,
Answer,
bro.
You don't. The only thing Wemby has to improve now
Bro.
is his efficiency. But the real
Bro, that's what I'm saying. His efficiency is, and his, I feel like he needs to put on some more muscle. Because, bro, that's all he needs, and he will become unstoppable, bro. He can shoot the three, he can dunk, he can lay up, he can do a mid-range. Bro, he has some handles. Like, bro, it's, bro, Wemby's gonna be like the next
#1
LeBron
picks,
in a way.
Wemby versus Dominatin. And surprisingly, Dominatin took this one.
Here they slow it down with the lock.
Wemby has also picked up a few lessons in flopology.
So, look at this wrestling match. Look at this. What we got going on out here? Wemby been in the States too long. He been watching WWE.
And also in the finer details of the game.
I love Chris Paul coaching. He's just
Oh, that's so
constantly on
cute.
his bigs. That's been his MO
That's
his
so
entire
cute.
career.
San Antonio is still searching for that consistent second scoring option to back up Wemby. But with Devin Vassell returning, that might just be the missing piece. They locked down a solid 13-point win, and
Nice.
the Wemby show rolls on. Meanwhile, in Chicago, Gobert was getting all he could handle from Nikola Vucevic.
Ooh, the ball fake.
But come the fourth quarter, Gobert went full beast mode.
No good. Gobert. Strong rebound.
Crazy.
Good pass. Gobert out of the phone booth with the cape on.
Vooch never shies away from taking up space on defense. Just ask
So
Edwards.
It's like, you almost got me, man. I've seen you get a lot of folks in this league already.
Still, the night belonged to Ant. Can't lie, I'm pumped to see Ja versus Ant this season.
Yes.
Chicago native and rookie
Yes.
Terrence.
That's one thing I'm also very excited about, bro. Ant and Ja, bro. That's going to be a dunk off, bro. That's going to be crazy. I cannot wait till they go against each other. Bro, play the video.
Also had his moment.
Down the lane. The hammer by TJ. Making himself right at home.
As the Wolves bagged the easy 16-point win. Over in Milwaukee, Giannis's comeback was night and day for the Bucks.
Oh, look at that. Quick hands by Dame forces the turnover. A 3-on-1.
This guy is the engine, the gas, and the oil for the Bucks. And with him back, they went from looking lost to looking lethal.
Lopez, who gets him from behind, and Ajax follows it up for good measure.
Giannis was in full force, and you could tell he was feeling himself. With Dame and Giannis combining for 65 points, Milwaukee snapped their 6-game losing streak, steamrolling the Jazz by 23 points.
November 8th, 2024. The East is a joke.
Friday night's NBA slate felt like a finals preview. A mix of rivalries, emerging stars, and some seriously wild finishes. The action started in Cleveland in a game that felt more like a postseason showdown.
Hey, knocks it down. Here's Jerome for three. Oh, mercy.
I'm honestly
But
hoping
turnovers
the
were
Cavs
Dubs'
make it pretty
kryptonite.
far this year.
13 turnovers in the first half alone.
13 turnovers?
13 Golden State turnovers.
That's
And Cleveland
wow.
capitalized big time, dropping a franchise record 83 points in the first half and leading by a staggering 41 points
83.
at halftime. Everything was falling for them.
Takes the short feed from Merrill. Took a bump from Looney. Puts it up and in. A circus shot by Jared Allen.
While Golden State was struggling just to keep up.
Wow. Yeah, that's a snapshot of what this night has been like.
With this 19-point blowout, the Cavs are now 10-0,
Wow.
the first team to hit double digits undefeated wins since the 2014-15 Warriors. They are legit terrifying.
Dang.
Meanwhile, in Dallas, Luka Doncic was in full dime-dropping mode.
Bounce pass. Nice one. Foul, two. Wow. It's an air ball. And it's Luka over the top. QB1 by Skipper.
And speaking of league rules, remember the whole no-flopping rule? Yeah, whatever we saw out there tonight should be the poster child for fines.
Takes a flagrant, right? So what if they see
The shove?
that his elbow didn't
Ooh,
touch him? Now
right
what
in
do
the
they do
elbow.
then? I don't
don't think it touched him.
I don't believe it touched him
His
either.
elbow didn't touch him.
Oh my goodness.
He faked it. He flopped it.
I mean, come on.
That's
However,
crazy.
the fourth quarter turned into a pure Hooper's dream, with Kyrie and KD trading buckets like old school rivals.
Kyrie.
But Kyrie
And
is
of
one
course,
of the more
Tony Brothers' energy was contagious as the refs closed the game with a controversial foul call that sealed the Suns' win at the line.
1 and 2 from the Suns' big man.
While Shea was giving
Wow.
Brooks some dancing classes,
Plays like this. Little hesitation. Once again, pulls up.
Ooh, take him a tango.
LeBron was in his element out in LA doing what he does
Yeah,
best.
we just reacted to this.
Back and forth with the big play. And counted for Dad.
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually diabolical. Meet Pi.
Getting this ad is
That
diabolical.
actually works on Twitch, aka.
And then there's Anthony Edwards, who's quietly, well, not so quietly, making an MVP case. Whatever he picked up from those Team USA sessions with Steph, it's unlocked another level.
Time Edwards, back-to-back threes.
He's hit 53s on the season already and is shooting a mind-boggling 48.1% from deep.
Edwards, a foot behind the line. He is feeling something tonight.
Over in Motown, the vibes were immaculate, and Cade Cunningham was front and center.
To the basket. Scores it. Through contact.
But it wasn't just about filling the stat sheet. Cade came up clutch with the game-winning block, sealing the deal for Detroit.
Gets to the basket. Lays it off. And the
No, that's crazy.
lay it in. Wow.
Dang, by
That's
one.
what happens when you're finally healthy. In Charlotte, LaMelo Ball was hooping on another level as usual.
LaMelo stops on a dime. Step back three.
His bag, absolutely ridiculous.
Splitting the double team. Look at LaMelo. Hangs and hits.
Ooh, that was a nice move.
On the other side, Halliburton was on a bit of a rough planet.
Halliburton.
In and out.
Entire
Wow.
squad clicking, the Hornets walked away with a dominant 20-point W. Touching down in New
That's
York,
crazy.
we got a glimpse of Karl Anthony Towns channeling his inner Giannis.
Towns puts it on.
Oh, I forgot he was
four
on the
times,
Knicks
pass,
though.
Lopez, and the slam.
Meanwhile, Brunson launched a full-court three that was perfect, except for the timing.
Foul on Anunoby. That's going to be his third.
And while the game had its moments, the East versus West disparity couldn't be more obvious. The Knicks, sitting
Dang.
comfortably at 4-4
Bro,
and
the-
third.
I
in
feel
the
so
East,
bad for
would
the
barely
Bucks.
crack the top 12 in the West, where teams like the Kings are grinding it out with a 5-4 record. The East is wide open, while the West is a battlefield.
Yeah. Man, this week has been pretty crazy. Bro, I'm still banging on my Lakers. Lakers winning the next few games, hopefully. But I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll try and react to Lakers games. I'm only going to be reacting to Lakers games if I post any NBA reactions. Because really, the Lakers are the only team that I really care about, to be honest. So, yeah. But that was a good video by Goat. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.